Welcome to Amis 2 Cents. In this video, we are going to talk about what to do if you were not selected in H1B Visa Lottery. So I don't consider that one like, okay, I have done my master or bachelor degree and then I applied for H1B visa and it's not applied now. What I do? I will think this one ahead of time. So I will make a plan. I will have a strategy. What exactly I need to do in case my H1B visa is not selected. So I will suggest you guys go over these points. Some Give a thought process. Okay, so you want to go for H1B visa lottery, but you want to plan ahead of time. So first of all, I will suggest make the right decision to choose the right program that's in demand in USA. So if you are planning to stay in the United States after studies, choose a field which is in demand. So let's say if I were born in Pakistan and in Pakistan there is a civil engineering that's really in demand, that might not be true in United States. If you are planning to stay in a country, you need to understand what they need and then have some background in your studies related to that field. On top of that, if you really like something, let's say you like a business, you want to do MBA or you want to do something social work, then who cares? I mean, you don't want to stay in USA, you don't want to study the demands of country. You get the job, you don't get the job, doesn't matter. But if you are planning to stay in United States, choose the right program that's in demand. So when you finish your bachelor degree or master degree, at least you will be able to find the job. So I have made a detailed video, 30-minute video that will tell you which fields are in demand in United States. So I will put the link in the description and you can take a look on that one. Second, stay in STEM degree. So you have more chances to apply for H1B lottery. So why if somebody comes for, let's say, MBA, they're gonna get only 1 year of OPT. So after their master degree, they're gonna get 1 year of OPT. Then they apply for their H1B visa, and let's say if that doesn't happen, what they will do? They will have no other option. So there is only 1 year OPT, and then they have to leave the country. So I will suggest to choose the STEM degree: science, technology, engineering, and math. There are a lot of degrees you can choose, and because if you get your STEM degree done, then you have 3 years of OPT after your master degree. So that's one of the things you want to stay in the STEM. I will suggest, let's say you are coming for bachelor degree, stay in STEM. You have 1 year OPT, and then you in case if you are coming for masters, then you will be going in STEM degree, and that will give you 3 years of OPT. So if your first time lottery you didn't get selected in lottery first year, then you have another year. So you have pretty much 3 years stay working on OPT after your masters. That's still F1 visa, and then you can be selected on H1B lottery during those 3 years. Okay, third number, secure your admission to next degree even you are processing your H1B visa. So let's say you are done with bachelor degree, you applied for H1B visa, and you are very happy, like, okay, I will get the H1B, I have a job, nothing can go wrong. I will always suggest get the admission in master degree. So let's say if you start your process in April for H1B, at the same time apply in an accredited school for your master degree. So in case your application is not selected in H1B visa lottery, then you can start your master degree, and then after master you can apply for another 3 years. As I'm looking like you will be doing on the STEM degree. Same thing. If you are done with your master degree, you have applied for your H1B visa, you didn't get selected. This is your second term, third term, and now you don't see yourself like this is more critical. Like, okay, if I got selected, good. Otherwise, what I need to do? So what I will suggest, if your OPT is going to expire, also apply for your PhD. So if you got selected H1B, that's great. If not, then you can go for PhD, and that will, then you have time to think what you need to do. You want to do PhD, or you want to go back home and maybe start your own company, or work for somebody, or find a job in Canada or Australia or Germany or wherever. So it will give you some time. If you are married, enroll your spouse full-time student. So you can go to his or her student visa. So let's say if you are brought your family, I'm just giving you guys my example. So I came to United States, I came on F1, and I had my wife coming to United States too. So I help her to get the admission in full-time master course. So what happened? She was on her F1 visa. So I was on my F1 visa. She was on her F1 visa, and then I was, let's say, if I couldn't get selected in H1B Visa Lottery, then I always can go back to her F2 visa. So it will give me time to go back to F2 and then stay in the United States. And meanwhile, I come up with a strategy. Maybe I will do another higher degree. If I've done with master, maybe I would like to go for PhD or find some other employer. Meanwhile, if I'm on student visa, if somebody likes it, maybe get enrolled in F1 visa again, some in accredited school, and then get the CPT and work for a company, and then applied for second H1. So if you have a spouse, she's not doing anything, you brought her on your visa, then convert her F2 visa to F1. So enroll her in full time, or enroll him in full time student visa. So you maintain two status at the same time. You are on F1 visa, and she or he is on F1 visa. If something goes wrong with your OPT or H1B visa, you can't get it or not selected, then you can go to the your spouse F2 visa for a while. Okay, if you before I do this, number five, I really recommend. I have seen my students, I have seen my friends. I teach software engineering, and to many students, I train them. That's why I have a lot of students as well. So what I'm trying to tell you here, some of the students I have, they didn't had any alternate plan. I told them like, okay, at least you get admission in higher degree, so you can go back to the school. But now what happened? They did not listen, and they said, okay, no, there are some better chances. I'm in master degree. There are 20,000 quota. I can apply for that, and they did not get selected. Then people make poor choices. So all of those universities, you see that there is a fake university. They give admission and they give CPT right away. Those are the students. They let's say they are working. They could not get their H1B1 selected, and they still they're working. They want to find a school. They can give them CPT right away, and they can keep working. And there is a not really accredited school, they will give you CPT right away. So you have to kind of end your job, go to accredited school, study there for a semester or two, and then you can get CPT and come back to the job market again. So this is one of the fake universities you listen all the time, like, okay, the students after they've applied for H1 visa, they couldn't get it, then they try to find the CPT. And CPT, who can provide you? Those fake universities or not accredited universities. They will say, okay, come to us, give us the money, we will give you CPT so you can keep working. But US immigration doesn't like that. US Homeland Security Department doesn't like that part. So people can enroll in any CPT for a long time without any accredited schools and keep working. So that's not the right way to do. So I will suggest at the time when you are applying for your H1B visa, at the same time applied to higher degree. Let's say you have bachelor, apply for master. If you have done master, apply for PhD in some accredited school. So you never have a problem with this fake type of colleges or universities. I know it is going to hurt you, like, okay, I'm making money, and now I have to go back to school, but this is the right way to do. You can't really, cheat the system. If you will, you can be in trouble. Okay, number five, if you are in love with someone, marry her or him so you can be on F1 visa, H4 visa, etc. So a lot of times we come from the same countries or different countries, and she's student, he's student, and they like each other, they want to marry, but they are just waiting on the things. So why not? I mean, you can marry in America. If you are from any country, two people, okay, you can marry. And then what happen if you are on student visa, she's on student visa? Let's say you get rejected, or you didn't get selected, or she didn't get selected in H1B Visa Lottery. So at least one of you guys can hold the F1 visa, and the other person can be on F2 visa. Same way, if there is you may met somebody who's on a H1B visa, and you are on F1 visa, and you are like you can marry the person, and if you apply your own H1 visa, if that's you get that visa, that's great. If you don't get it, you can always be transferred to the H4 visa. So one of the real time experience I want to tell you, because it's a very complex problem, and it's very depression. It is a very depressing problem, because you are scared. Even on H1B visa, when you go for a renewal, you can get rejected. So that's also the problem. So in my case, let's say my wife was a F1 student and I was F1. I got converted to the H1B, and I did not convert her on H4. Okay. Why? Because I was scared. I wanted to keep her on F1 visa all the way till I don't get my green card. So she took like three. Every semester she took like a couple of courses, and by that time she I got my green card, or my family got the green card. She was already talking like 60 or 70 credit hours she has taken in her master degree. So then she finished her master degree. But what benefit we had from there, in case if I lose my H1B visa or got rejected in extension or something, then I could have go back to her F2 status, and as she was a full-time F1 student. So I was from Pakistan. It was easy for me to keep her on the F1 visa for some years, because if you are from Pakistan, you can get your green card in like 3 years, if you are, or even less than that. And if you are from India, I mean, that's a long time. So if you have spouse, she's willing or he's willing to keep working on the student visa, maybe get her bachelor, master, PhD, whatever, and keep her on that status. If you really want to stay in the United States, you can keep your spouse on F1. In that's like fallback strategy in case you lose your work visa, and you can go back to her or his F2 visa. So that's one of the strategies you have. Overall, I will say give a good thought. Make a strategy. What works best for you? These are just the brainstorm points. Different people has different scenarios, so it's gonna be a different situation for each of the person. So make the decision. You have some points in your brain, like, okay, these things can happen, and what I need to do in the next. So I hope it will help you, and all the best with you getting H1B visa in lottery. And subscribe if you like my effort, and I will see you guys in next video.